I'm not really alive. I just exist. I don't hate my life, but I'm not living it either. I let the world sweep me away, let the current decide the course of my life. I don't have opinions. They could be wrong. I don't make decisions. I would regret them. I don't have wants. I could be rejected. The only thing I want is to stay home, lay down and pretend the rest of the world doesn't exist. I always dream of being somewhere else, someone else, anywhere else. In my dreams, I can't be hurt, or at least I always see it coming if I am. I love it here. I can do whatever I want. I can go on grand adventures. I can be anyone I want to be. I can speak, and I don't freeze like I do everywhere else. It's the only place I can be myself. It's the only place I don't have to feel afraid. Get over it. It's all in your head. You're not the only person who gets anxious. You aren't special. Stop pretending to be. Just keep moving forward. It's what everyone else does. Ignore it. Stop it. This isn't new. You've already heard every single piece of advice your parents have to give. No point in bringing it up again. Why is this so much harder for me than everyone else? Is there something wrong with me? I don't want to keep failing my parents. I want to do what she asks, but I don't know. I just can't. How am I supposed to know you'll be able to take care of yourself on your own if you can't even do this? I won't always be there to hold your hand. I don't know, okay? You don't think I know that? The only reason I'm not sobbing on the ground, utterly paralyzed with the mere thought of moving away, is because I can't. I refuse to let myself think about it. Don't you understand? If I don't push these thoughts down and away, I'll stop. I'll cease to function entirely. I can't. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. If you were really sorry, you'd go into that store and turn in the package. Is that really so much to ask? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't. I don't know why, but I can't. Stop being selfish. How many things have I done for you? How many things do I do on a daily basis just to make you and your father happy? If I let myself stop every time I got the slightest bit uncomfortable, where would we be? You can't keep doing this. Am I selfish? I'm really not trying to be. I know my mom just wants to know that I can succeed on my own. I know she's just trying to help me. So why? I'm not this way about anything else. Nothing makes me this upset. I love my mom, and I know she means well. I know this is for the best. I know I have nothing to be afraid of, so why? I hate seeing Mom cry. I hate seeing her this upset. I hate making her think she failed as a mother because I can't even walk into a post office on my own. I really am selfish. If I really cared enough about her, I wouldn't push. Not for myself, but for her sake at least. So why can't I breathe? Why can't I move? If every part of my life from this point forward is going to be this overwhelmingly difficult, then what's even the point? It was at this moment, on the drive home from the post office with my mom lecturing me, that I genuinely considered opening the car door on the freeway and jumping out. It was a split second before I realized the gravity of what that meant. The idea that I'd genuinely believed for even a moment that death was a solution terrified me enough to make me ask for help. This moment was the first moment I truly started living, rather than simply existing. At first, I felt horribly guilty and selfish for asking my parents to go seek a therapist to put me on medication, things that cost money. And even then, a part of me still believed that I needed to just get over it, push through it and ignore it, the same way I had my whole life. But it only took a year to change my whole life. It only took one sentence to change my whole world. I'm not okay, and I need help. That's all it takes. I love talking to people. I love getting to know new people, and now that girl that had only been allowed to exist in my own dreams had been set free. She could talk and relate and enjoy the things life had to offer. The only thing stopping her had been a chemical imbalance in her brain. She hadn't even needed therapy for more than a few months. There's a lot of guilt out there in the world. Society doesn't always promote being honest about how we feel about things like mental health, and attempts to do so, most often in the form of public works projects and announcements, are often brushed off by the people that may need it. It's easy to sink into yourself and ignore all the symptoms and signs, especially when you've been living with them your whole life. All I ask is that to anyone that is able, if you or a loved one is in a situation like mine, is to get them to a psychiatrist. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the idea of seeking treatment. It's hard to admit, and often most people who need that sort of help are stigmatized as broken or strange by the people who misunderstand them. It's not the case. We aren't broken or sick. It's the same as someone who needs glasses. Their eyes aren't strong enough to see, so they get a prescription so they can see and live their lives the same way as everyone else. Anxiety and depression are the same as any other disability, and can and should be treated the same way. You wouldn't call someone strange just for wearing their glasses, would you? Take care, and keep loving life. Thank you.